Hello everyone, I'm Atre Kidambi and today I would like to explain to you about the advantages of vegetarian food over non-vegetarian food. So let's get started, shall we? As we all know, food is the basic source of living along with water for all these species, including humans, to survive. The vegetarian diet mainly consists of plant-based foods such as leafy vegetables and fruits. The non-vegetarian diet consists of meat products along with the vegetables. So this is a brief introduction about our food systems. So I'll ask you guys a question. Which is better, veg or non-veg? The fact is, for many centuries, there has been a heated debate about which one is better, vegetarian food or non-vegetarian food. For centuries, vegetarian food has been treated as inferior and unhealthy, as non-vegetarians were of the misconception that they tend to be healthier due to meat. Thus, we could say that there was a tussle for supremacy at that time. So let's go through some nutritional factors, shall we? Plant-based vegetarian food contains plethora of nutrient foods and free of saturated fats. Examples include grains, fruits, vegetables, and pulses. The non-vegetarian food, on the other hand, is full of fatty acids, proteins, and fats. So what are the health benefits of vegetarian food over the non-vegetarian food? A vegetarian diet is high in fiber, vitamins, minerals, and low in saturated fats. This keeps your blood pressure and cholesterol levels in check. A long-time consumption of such a diet will lower the risk of heart disease or stroke. Vegetarians happen to be leaner and tend to have higher longevity than non-vegetarians, as they have healthier BMI, controlled blood pressure, and low cholesterol levels, and are less likely to have obesity and related long-term issues. Non-vegetarian diet has omega-3 fatty acids and fats, which causes obesity, blood sugar, blood pressure, cardiovascular diseases, and stroke. Non-vegetarians are more obese with high BMI, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol levels. Thus, we can say that with more nutrients and better ingredients, we can live life king size in a more healthier way. So now I'm going to explain to you about a topic which involves ample intake of calories. Plant-based foods are rich in water that will supplement daily water intake of a human being. With enough proteins, fiber, and water, they will produce sufficient calories to sustain. In contrast, non-vegetarian diet produces more calories, which will lead to obesity. Thus, we can definitely say that plant-based food is the source of life. Correction, plant-based food is the source of a healthier life. So what are the medicinal properties of vegetarian food? The vegetarian diet is rich in antioxidants and has medicinal properties. On the other hand, non-vegetarian food, take for example red meat and chicken, will increase toxicity in the body as shown on the right hand side picture. So how to balance your intake of food? Well, plant-based diet is rich in minerals and vitamins. Non-vegetarian diet is rich in proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Unless these meat products are consumed with sufficient amounts of vegetables and salads, they will lead to acidity, indigestion, and constipation. Thus, we must have clarity of what is needed and what is not needed in order to not face the consequences of diseases or anything worse. So here's another topic which I'd like to address. Plant-based food is natural, rich in needed ingredients for humans to survive. Non-vegetarian diet is carcinogenic. If you don't know what that means, it means it's cancer-inducing. This is due to various factors such as unhygienic breeding and slaughtering of animals. Non-vegetarian diet is rich in carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, but they are low on vitamins and minerals. This will lead to anxiety, irritability, low energy levels, and headaches. So it is your choice whether you want to have a peaceful living or troublesome living. Because right now you may think that this is too much, but there is a lot more coming in. So we'll take a more talk about fiber, shall we? Vegetarian diet is rich in fiber, and fiber is an important ingredient for humans as it cleans the digestive system and helps in free motions. Non-vegetarian diet is low in fiber, which will lead to constipation, acidity, and digestive disorders. The other disadvantages are aggressive behavior, cardiovascular diseases, hypertension, and high LDL cholesterol levels. We can say that the most needed ingredient is fiber. We can all agree to this conclusion. Now here's one more important topic I would like to talk about. It's about the availability factor of vegetarian food and what are the problems in non-veg food. So even if we consider the availability aspect as well, vegetarian diet can be cultivated on various types of lands and can be mass produced with proper fertility of the soil, sufficient water, and manure. Whereas the non-vegetarian diet requires extra care as a lot of hygienic environment is needed. To meet the growing demand of meat, listen to me carefully. Artificial injection hormones are being given to animals like chicken, sheep, and cows to make them 4 to 5 times larger than their normal size. Do you know what that result is due to these artificial injection hormones into the food that you're going to eat? That will result in PCOD. It stands for polycystic ovary disease in women. 1 in 10 women around the world are affected by this disease. This disease causes severe hormonal disorder that will lead to cysts in ovaries, diabetes, infertility, and excessive hair growth. Now you're really starting to think that do humans really need all of these? Why do we need all these complications? So what is a nutritional replacement for non-veg food? Even though meat is rich in proteins, iron, and vitamin B12, the negatives outweigh the positives. Now, we can supplement these with nuts, beans, eggs, cheese, milk, grains, range of vegetables, and legumes. In nutritional aspects, vegetarian diet will score easily over non-vegetarian diet, hands down without any doubt, with less side effects and diseases. Veg is the better option, but we'll still go through a few more facts before we come to a proper conclusion. This is one of the factors which many people may have faced in common, the cost factor. If you consider the cost factor as well, the vegetarian diet is far cheaper than non-vegetarian diet to afford to prepare at home. Kind of obvious, right? But even if we go out for dining, this is really obvious, the vegetarian food will cost at least 25 to 40% less than non-veg food. It depends on the restaurant you visit. So, show me the money. Before we end, there are a couple of more topics to explore. The more land that humans cultivate, the more greenery you produce, and that will lead to more air in the environment and more rains. The animal breeding areas, if properly not maintained, leads to unhygienic food that will cause severe illness in humans such as bird flu, mad cow disease, and various kinds of viruses that have ravaged the world for the last 1,000 years, say 100 years, including Spanish flu of 1920s, SARS of 2003, swine flu of 2008, MERS or Middle East Respiratory Syndrome of 2013, and obviously the recent COVID-19. We can come to the conclusion that veg is the healthy option. So now let me come to the last topic, the environmental and sustainable impact. Vegetarian food can be sustained without any impact on the environment and without any side effects to humans. Non-vegetarian food too can be sustained without any impact on the environment, but with a lot of health side effects to humans. As people having non-veg diet unknowingly cause imbalance in nature, as they are slaughtering animals mercilessly and killing them for their food. As a result, they are making them endangered and maybe extinct. In the future, there will be a day when humans too will have to undergo the same fate. The choice is ours to make. So I hope you will make the wise choice and go through a vegan diet. I promise you that it will be more healthier for you and your family. Thank you everyone for your time. This is Untitled from Innovation for Impact signing off. I hope to see you all soon in another video. Stay home, stay healthy, and stay safe. Goodbye.